Hold on one second, guys. Just 1 second. All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another MLB The Show 25 stream here on Twitch. I'm next JGGen24, and today we're going to continue on with the grind of the Neon Team Affinity Programs along with the Conquest Maps grind. So, guys, don't recall this week. That's what my focus is as I await the eighth inning coming out on. As I await the eighth inning coming out on Friday. Sorry, I blanked there for a second. All right, so what we're going to do, I'm just building up the squad, which includes which is going to be the Brewers, because that's the next program we're going to focus on. We got Bryce Terang. We have Mr. Robin Yount, third base, Grady Ebel. Wow, dang, 17 years old? Holy crap. And then William Contreras. And no secondaries either, so gotta roll with that. That's okay. Richie Sexton. Don't we already have Reese? Oh no, we have Andrew Vaughn, my bad. Alright, so we need some speed here, because I don't think I have any speed. Yeah, no speed. Here we go. This Caleb Durbin will work. He'll work out just fine. And Priester. We got Brandon Woodruff and Jose Quintana. Not that it matters. Josh Hader, Rolly Fingers, Uribe, McGill, Gagne, Ashby, Mears, Fetty. We'll do that. What's up, SP Champ? How are ya? Robin Yount is probably going to stay where he's at. Lead off with Terang and then have him behind. So Sal should be at the bottom here. So should Contreras. Actually, he should be the 8-hitter. Good, just grinding your second account today and tomorrow. Second account. Wow. Ooh, excuse me. I did that before with on Xbox because I wanted to get some of the trophies. Or I wanted to get the trophies again. But, you know, I stopped it after a while. I was like, I'm not really... It's not really that fun, so... Alright, I think we're good. We should probably get the saves with Rolly Fingers. Or Raleigh Fingers. And then have Hader close out. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Alright, so I think we're done there. So now we go to... What were we doing? Oh yeah, the pennant chase map. That's right. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. We're going to be more grinding. Up until and spun the wheel too many times to count, so saving the rest of the XP for Friday. Okay, Sounds like a good plan. And it makes sense, too. Yeah. I don't want to... I don't want to get any more XP myself, but unfortunately I can't help that by playing the game. Dodgers, I have decided to spare thee. Spare thee so I may go after my Mets. Nice. Yeah, but I'm assuming that these are all the programs. You're gaining a lot of XP with all the programs that you haven't finished. Like all the early season programs, if you haven't finished that already. See, I couldn't imagine starting over. Not after all this progress that I made. I know I have half a season left, but that's a lot of grinding to do. I'd rather just finish everything up on my main account and then, you know, whatever happens at the end of the year happens. I'll start the rebuild next year with the new MLB The Show game.
Nope, outside. Ball, that's high. Ball. 3 balls, no strikes.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 22, Christian Yelich.
Yeah!
Ooh, excuse me.
One and one.
It's just, it's so much, you know? Like, you have to start over from scratch, and I mean, you saw how at the begin how much of a struggle it was at the beginning of the year. Can't imagine what it's like to do it in the middle of the year. I mean, at least you'll get some cards to be able to help you out, but it's a lot of grinding. What's up, Bray? How are ya?
Hey!
Okay, alright. I'm not deterring you. I'm just saying that it seems like a lot to me.
Foul, that ball's foul. He's out.
You pulled Chipper and back to... Oh, you lucky son of a gun.
Lindor.
Got him.
Makes sense.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 56, Ryan Helsley.
Hey! 0-1.
Well, now, don't go buying the Powerball one because the jackpot, the $1.8 billion jackpot was already won. Hold out for the Mega Millions.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I have like over 750K.
Ball inside.
I had over 800K, but I used that to complete some of the retro monthly collections.
Two
Not the
balls,
good ones
two
though.
strikes.
Only the May one, which is Bobby Grich.
3-2.
I don't think I got the July one done. I certainly didn't get the April one done. So that one is not done. I didn't get August done. I thought I had more though. Nice. I hope at some in one of these games, I don't know if it'll be this year or I doubt it'll be this year, but maybe in future games, they do a collection for all the retro finest cards that you collect. Or I'm sorry, the retro August or the retro monthly spotlight guys. Ooh. Yeah, and that's going to be probably the most expensive one because that's Griffey. When I get back to the menu, I'll look at which ones I have done. Yeah.
That's a ball.
So better save up your stubs for that. Well, it's going to be more than 300K. But I'm not in any rush to get that collection done. Like, mm-hmm.
He's up. He's safe.
Now pitching for the Mets, number 75, Reed Garrett.
Ouch.
Batting up, the right fielder, number 10, Sal Freeland.
Oh, come on, Sal.
Out. Got him.
Batting 6, the center fielder, Cedric Muller.
Aye.
I know they already revealed the rewards for the Weekend Classic, which is Bob Gibson and Honest Wagner.
Leading off for the Wolves, the second baseman, Bryce Terang.
Counts 1-0.
That's a lot. That is a lot.
The batter, the shortstop, Robin Young.
And I'm assuming you already got the Live Series collection done, right? So you have Carlos Beltran. Oh my gosh, come on, we gotta get. Alright, well, it looks like I'm putting in Josh Hader. I don't have much of a choice.
Now pitching.
At least I'm doing it with a lefty.
Ball, that's outside.
Okay, so then, I mean, what I would do is I would open those
One
packs
ball, one strike.
and,
Hey, two.
like, I would just, what I'm doing now is I'm quick selling the golds and diamonds I get, strike 3, sit down. And the bronzes and silvers, I'll exchange those for the golds in the exchange menu. And then that way I can build up my stub count and be ready for Friday. That's what I would do.
Oh,
And sure, there are some golds that you can sell for more than the discard value. And I would definitely do those, but just know it may take some time. And you may get underbid to the point where it's not even worth it. So I would only do it, I would only sell the cards if their sell now price is more than the quick sell value. And you gotta make sure that it's more than that, because if it's just the same value, you might as well
Number 39.
you might as well just put it
Now running at second base. Number
you might as well
63,
just quick sell it.
Caleb Durbin.
So only if it's more than the value of the quick sell. No, I know. I know he is, and I know he can't help that, but see, I figured that was going to happen. That it's not just Woogie either. It's Dodger and Grayson. Grayson's out in he's out in California. I knew that as soon as the school year started that a lot of the guys were not going to be in my streams. And I don't hold them against that. That's just what happens. I mean, I don't have to worry about school, but I got work.
two strikes.
That's why I stream from 3 to 6. Believe me, if I could stream on the weekends... Oh, speaking of Dodger, here he is. Okay, well, he proved me wrong. Are you off today, Dodger? From school? Half day or something like that?
Now pitching. Wally Fingers.
Okay, well, I'm not going to hold it against him. If he has some things he needs to work on, that's... I encourage him to go work on those things. My streams are secondary to life. Alright? Life happens. I get it. My stream should not be a priority. I'm not going to hold it against anyone if they don't make it into my stream. Strike 3, sit out.
Francisco Lindor.
Got him.
I appreciate everyone if they try. Like, I appreciate them for trying. But like I said, if life happens, life happens. Like, as an example, when I went back to work in the office after, or just probably a year after the height of the COVID pandemic, I had to be straight up honest and say that I couldn't stream anymore. I couldn't stream MLB The Show. So I took a whole year off until I got back onto, or I got onto the mornings, and then I could stream. Then I wanted to attend Mets games. Actually, no, that was 2022. My bad. Either way, like, moral of the story is, I get it. Life happens. Even for me. And streams will always be secondary to life. Oh, sweet. I can play on Rookie. Actually, I see that Gamer is streaming. What's he streaming? No way. There's no way he's playing. I think he may have misspelled the title because it says MLB The Show 18, and that shouldn't be possible if he's playing MLB The Show 18. At least unless it's franchise or Road to the Show, but he should not be playing it for Diamond Dynasty. The servers shut down for it. I think he misspelled it. I think he meant 25. MLB The Show 25. Because it says the Verlander program here. And Verlander didn't have a program in MLB The Show 18. Not as far as I can remember. I think that's just a mistake on his part.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 22, Christian Yelich.
Gamer. Unknown Gamer. He's doing the Justin Verlander program and the Shark Map. You know, the one that gives you JT Real Muto. The one that I already finished up. It was like, oh, free player, might as well. But for some reason, he says MLB The Show 18.
Ball, that pitch is up. Ah. One ball, one strike.
But I do want to talk about my Mets for a little bit because I said this on Twitter, and honestly, it's how I feel. You know, best case scenario for the Mets, they're a wild card round team exit. All right, they either go up against the Cubs or the Padres. They get absolutely smoked. Or I'm sorry, they either go up against the Cubs or Padres, or no, actually. Well, they go up against either the Dodgers, the Cubs, or the Padres. They get smoked, and they don't advance.
0-2 is the count.
You know, but at worst, I mean, this collapse by the Mets since June, I would argue, is comparable to the 2021, 2007, and 2008. Like, and those are some of the worst collapses by the New York Mets in their franchise. Like, I have not seen any worse collapses than that. But it's true. It's true. This team is... They're either first a wild card round talent or they're collapsed garbage. And the worst part is, the end of the season, they go up against Miami.
Hey, two.
And I don't know if you guys remember from 2008,
Two strikes.
the Marlins pretty much ended the Mets' hopes of making those playoffs. All the Mets had to do in 2008 was win the last game against the Marlins, and the Marlins played as though they were trying to win the World Series. So I do not want to be in that scenario again.
Hey.
But maybe they're not going to be. Maybe the Mets will be so far out of it that there's not even going to be a shot. And then at that point, it's who cares? It's all about stats. And show me what can happen for this team next year. I will say the one thing that bugged me about last night's loss, not the fact that they took the L, but rather Juan Soto, for the first time in his career, achieved a 30-30 season. All right? That's an accomplishment that not a lot of players have had. In fact, it's only been accomplished four other times in the Mets' history. Who was it? I think I saw Darryl Strawberry. What's up, Grayson? How are you? Jeez. Here I was talking earlier about some of the guys that haven't been in my stream or haven't been in the streams with the start of the new school year, and yet here's Grayson, here's Dodger. Wow. But how you doing, Grayson? I'm sure you're feeling good about your Padres right now. They look to be very solid heading into the postseason. Hello, Gamer. Hey, Gamer, you know that the title of your stream says MLB The Show 18, not MLB The Show 25? I just want to make sure you know that, because that could be misleading. Although, if you found some way to play MLB The Show 18's Diamond Dynasty, please let me know. Okay, all right.
Leading up for the Dodgers, the left fielder, Chaos.
As long as you know, I'm sure you can fix the problem, but I just wanted you to know.
That's a ball.
Well, then it sounds like you guys have a lot to play for when the Padres have a lot to play for when they come to New York City next week. I'm going to be at the Tuesday game. That's going to be my final game that I attend this year. It's also going to be Jose Iglesias' first game at Citi Field since he signed with the Padres.
He's out.
So there's going to be a whole, little video tribute to Iglesias. He's going to get the OMG. So I'm sure he's excited for that.
Hey.
That's probably going to be the big highlight for the Mets, is the little video package tribute to Jose Iglesias. Oh yeah, there absolutely will be. That's a guarantee.
Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 41, Raw.
There's no way that the Mets should ignore what Jose Iglesias did for them last year. And if they do, that's some of the dumbest stuff that I've ever seen. If they don't pay tribute to Jose Iglesias, I'm walking out of that stadium right then and there. I'm like, to hell with this organization. They don't want to acknowledge Iglesias. Go to hell. Yes. One more pitcher card. Oh, maybe that's the card that's coming out on Friday. Remember last year how they had those out of position players come out, and Rizzo, I think, was like one of the rewards. Yeah. Imagine if they did that for the collection. But if anything, I definitely see them giving him like a tribute program. You know, might as well have some content. Heck, even if you don't want to release it on Friday, you could release it on Tuesday, like you did with Ryan Sandberg or Pete Alonso. Have we even had Vladimir Guerrero this year? I can't remember if we had or hadn't. Strike 3, sit down.
Nope, outside.
99 Lindor, he's already... Yeah, oh yeah, that's right, thank you. And hey, if David Wright got one, then Vladimir Guerrero definitely deserves one. You need a Mookie Betts card? I don't know. It doesn't seem like he's having that great of a year this year. Seem like he's kind of fallen off the wagon. Donaldson? John Donaldson? Oh boy. Honestly, I could do without 99 Gibson or 99 Honest Wagner. But then again, I've never really been one to grind out Weekend Classic to get them. See, like, I don't mind selling that card or selling it for that much. Someone wants to pay that much for Gary Sanchez, by all means, I'll happily oblige. I could do without a 99 Lindor. I don't think he's deserved it this year. He's had it's been a down year for him. Like, if anything, they're not going to be in the playoffs for very long. If they may even make it to the playoffs at all. I don't think they are. I mean, it's either we go up against we probably go up against the Dodgers, and that's 3 games at Dodger Stadium, which, based on what happened last year, I don't think that's a good place for the Mets. Maybe I'm wrong, but even if the Mets make it to the playoffs, I don't see them making it far. I guess we'll go with the bow tie one now. Well, let's see. They're going to have to go up against... If the standings hold up, they would go up against Chicago, which... that would be a tough matchup. I don't know how the Padres did against the Cubs this year, but... And then, let's say that happens and the Dodgers move on, then the Padres would have to take on the Brewers, who are the best team in baseball. Even if the 6th team upsets the Dodgers, then they would just take on the Philadelphia Phillies. And I can tell you right now, that's that's not a great matchup. So kind of pick your poison with it. Not saying the Padres can't win. They can win. It's just, Phillies and Brewers have been really good this year. Maybe the Brewers are overrated. I mean, they haven't done that well in the postseason, so maybe that's the preferred matchup. I mean, I'll tell you that the playoff atmosphere at Citizens Bank Park, it's probably electric, and I don't think you want to go up against that. I mean, we have DeGrom pitch. They have DeGrom pitching on Friday. That's not going to be an easy start to the weekend. I would not put your hopes on my Mets. Right now, they're in a free fall, and honestly, I don't even know if they have hit rock bottom yet. So do not rely on the Mets for anything.
That's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two. That's a ball. Full count.
I think the only saving grace might be the fact that either Sproat or Tong or McLean might pitch on Friday. In fact, they're on a 6-man rotation, I think, so... All right, what's up, Woogie? Thanks for coming in to say hi. Me and SB Champ were talking about you earlier. He said that you were bummed out that you couldn't
That's a
be
ball.
in my streams. And listen, you really shouldn't be. All right, I totally get it. Life happens. Don't ever feel like that you owe it to me to be in this stream. I understand with school, it's tough. I mean, I'm on the East Coast, so when I start my streams, it's at noon on the West Coast. Kick? What's kick? Or who's kick?
Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 7, Andrew Vaughn. Now pitching for the Red Sox.
All right, thanks, Woogie.
Number 76. Zach.
Oh, it's another streaming platform?
Ball.
Hmm.
Hey.
Excuse me. I don't know. I feel comfortable being on Twitch. I really don't want to try other platforms.
Ah. 0-2.
Strike 3, sit down. Ah. Well, he probably would have been safe anyway.
Yeehaw. 0-1. Hey. No balls, 2 strikes.
But anyway, I don't think I finished my thought about the Juan Soto getting 30-30, and yet none of his teammates congratulate him. I don't think I finished that thought up. Basically, what I'm saying about it is that's a huge accomplishment. Like, 4 other Mets have achieved that, and yet the fact that very few people, or very few of his teammates even congratulated him on that accomplishment bothers the living hell out of me. It's like, I get that he stole third, but you know what? If he got a good lead and if he's safe, who cares?
Ball.
You should be happy that he's putting himself in scoring position.
No, that's
Oh wait,
ball.
that's right. You can't drive him in anyway because everyone's grounding out or lining out or striking out.
Ball.
Can't drive in runners. Can't drive in runners. You're not going to win games. So it absolutely bothers me that the Mets gave him the cold shoulder, even though he accomplished something that I don't even think we as Mets fans would have imagined him accomplishing this year. That's amazing. So, if the Mets are so bummed out about losing, maybe they ought to do what Juan Soto is doing and try harder to put themselves in good position to win. And if they're not, guess what? Go out the door. There's plenty of people part of the September call-ups that can be thrown in for the starters. And if we don't care about the playoffs anymore, fine. All the more reason. You wouldn't think that they wouldn't be in this position, but they are. SNY put up a great graphic showing how the Mets have had one of the worst records in the MLB since June. Like, think of that. Ever since June, they've been on a downward trend. They've had records close to the Washington Nationals, the Chicago White Sox, the Pittsburgh Pirates, the Colorado Rockies.
Batting six, the designated hitter, Roman.
I'm flabbergasted. This is a team that should have been
No balls, one strike.
should have been good this year, and in fact they were good.
Nope, ball.
But all of a sudden June hit
One ball, one strike.
and it was over. Lindor can't hit. Francisco Alvarez keeps getting hurt. Pete Alonso keeps striking out. The only one who's doing anything for the Mets right now is Juan Soto. And I hope he knows that we Met fans appreciate what he's done. We also have our center fielders who can't hit, and we're still trying to make Cedric Mullins work. I don't know why it shouldn't even, like, Tyrone Taylor was hot at the end of August. He should have been able to keep his center field position. Well, now he is. He's starting to pick it up lately, but it's kind of too little too late. Wow, almost too little too late. They could still make the playoffs. But it can't just be Vientos and Soto. Like, Lindor needs to pick it up. So, Alonso needs to pick it up. He hasn't done much. Helsley has actually been better. Surprisingly. He's actually been better. I mean, he unfortunately put himself in that hole, and it's really hard for him to dig out, but at least he's trying to dig out.
Now pitching. Wally Fingers.
Hopefully not.
Ball.
But they usually throw them in when they're already down, and it doesn't really matter. Meanwhile, Drew Gilbert is absolutely on fire with the San Francisco Giants, so that's coming to bite us right back in the ass. Could have had Drew Gilbert over Cedric Mullins, but no, let's get Tyler Rogers because we need him for our bullpen. We need him. We need Gregory Soto. We need Ryan Helsley. All to get to Diaz. Except by the time they get to Diaz, the game is already out of reach. We did. And we traded him. For what reason? To bolster our bullpen. You see how well that's worked out for us. I mean, look, Tyler Rogers has not been bad for the Mets. It's not his fault. But if one bullpen pitcher stinks, then the rest of the bullpen tends to follow. So frustrating. Very, very frustrating. Frankie Montas is not even going to be available for next year. He's having Tommy John surgery, so he's done. Brilliant signing, David Stearns. Two years, $34 million right down the drain. What's my message?
No balls, one strike.
You mean, what do I take away from it? He's been struggling, and he needs to go down and face not so good pitching so he can get his mojo back. If that's not it, well, I think there's going to be a hard conversation about next year where Senga is going to be. I want Senga to work out. I really do.
Yeah. Hey,
After all, it's fun seeing the ghost forkball and seeing those little ghosts out in left field showing strikeouts and everything. Like, believe me, I'd love to see that, but if he's gonna struggle, I'm sorry, but you know, we have guys down in the minors who could take his spot. We're gonna have Christian
one ball, two
Scott
strikes.
coming back at some point. I mean, same thing could be said about Sean Manaea. I think he's done too. Or I don't. Actually, let me look at his contract. That's hard. That is really hard. I mean, there's no way he's taking $20 million. There's no way that's happening. He is definitely going to opt out. And I think the first base free agency market is much better for Alonso than it was this year or last year. So he may have a better advantage of getting more money, but I say to the Mets, you don't pay him a dime more than $30 million.
0-1.
You know, get him on a 5-year deal. Put him 150 million dollar deal. If he could get a better offer, bye.
Nope, ball.
You know, that'll stink because he's got the home run record.
Wood.
But honestly, and I thought about this, what does it matter? If Juan Soto decides he wants to spend, after 5 years, he wants to continue with the Mets, then he's going to break that record. And it's going to be Juan Soto who ends up the home run king for the Mets, not Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso will just be a bookmark.
No, he's safe.
I think that plays into the Mets' advantage, because it's like, if Alonso says, hey, I'm the home run king, if I'm Stearns and I'm in the negotiations, I say, yeah, but for how long? Because we have Juan Soto. Strike 3, sit down.
Yeah.
And if Soto decides to stay, you know, then your home run record is in jeopardy. So those are just my 2 cents. DFA Helsley, they got to get rid of him. It's clear he's not meant for New York.
0 balls, 1 strike.
All right, maybe he's turning the bend, but, you know, do we really want to take the risk for next year? And I submit to you that I don't. So I'd rather just get rid of Helsley. I'd just release him. Strike 3, sit down.
Now pitching for the Cubs, number 24.
Maybe that's wrong, but at the end of the day, Helsley did not perform when he was in New York. So why would I expect things to be different?
1-0.
You know, maybe we keep Gregory Soto. Maybe we keep Tyler Rogers. But I would not keep Housley. And I sure as heck am not keeping Cedric Mullins.
Break! 1-2.
I mean, right now we have... See, the thing that, really bugs me, we have a guy in Jet Williams who can play center field. Yes, he's a shortstop, but he can play center field too. And I really... He's been excelling there down in the minors. I say, why not give him a shot? If you're not sold on Tyrone Taylor or Cedric Mullins... And I sure as heck hope the Mets are not sold on Cedric Mullins. Then why not give Jet Williams a chance? I mean, you could platoon him. You can even have him platoon with Jeff McNeil if you want, and save Taylor for later innings, because Taylor is still a solid glove, just can't hit. And you would have thought Stearns would have thought about that before they brought over Taylor, but I don't know what the Mets are going to do next year. Let's see if there even is one. Should I bring in... I really want to give... it doesn't matter. I really want to give Priester a chance to win. Is David Stearns dumb? I think he's made some bad decisions, yes. But here's the thing. He's supposed to be a president of baseball operations, not a GM. I thought it was a mistake for the Mets not to hire a GM. I think they need to hire one, and David Stearns needs to step back into the role of president of baseball operations, because I sure as heck don't trust him to make these GM moves. If anything, like, Carlos Beltran is sitting in the front office. Why is he not a GM? He was an assistant GM under the previous one prior to Stearns. What just happened? Are you kidding me, Robin Yount? Are you absolutely kidding me? That's why you charge the ball. Oh my gosh, it's like no fundamentals. I would have thought, of all people, Robin Yount would understand fundamentals. Oh my gosh.
Brad Keller.
Well, I guess Quinn is going to have to pick up the loss then.
Now playing
Unless I can mount a crazy comeback here.
Carlos Santana.
So I mean, there are a lot of questions. You would think. But apparently Stearns wants things done his way, and I guess he doesn't see Beltran as someone who's going to do something or do it Stearns' way. But, I mean, look at the talent that the Mets have in the minor leagues. Look at the guys that have come up. Jonah Tong, Noah and Nolan McLean, Brendan Sproat. Like, why are you not bringing up Jet Williams? What's the worst that could happen? Jet falters? Then next season, before spring training starts, you put him on the or you give him some experience in the minor leagues or in spring training, and then have him start the season in the minor leagues. I don't think that's a difficult concept. Steve Cohen? Nah, he doesn't want to do that. He just wants to own the team. So, I don't know. The other thing, too, that I would say, and maybe I'm going to be a little bit controversial for this one, but I would fire Carlos Mendoza. People are like, oh, but what about last year? Okay, let's think about last year. The Mets going into May, where were they? I'll tell you where they were. They were one of the worst teams in the MLB. They had the only team worse than them, I think, was the Colorado Rockies at the time. But there were so many other teams who were better record-wise than they were. And all of a sudden, you know, Jose Iglesias comes up, makes a difference. Mark Vientos has an amazing year. Lindor finally reaches the MVP caliber that he should have shown his contract to be worth. He lucked out, is basically what I'm saying with last year. And they barely got in. They barely got in on the final day. Okay? And let's also think about it. Let's also think about this. That the Mets easily could have lost both of those games in Atlanta. That easily could have happened. So Mendoza needs to thank his lucky stars for last year. But as far as I'm concerned, this year, if he doesn't make the playoffs, I say sayonara. I'll get a real GM or a real manager. Strike three, sit down. No, I did not see that, but I'm not going to talk news in here unless it's something that's really shell shocking. I'm not saying Charlie Kirk getting shocked isn't breaking news, but generally speaking, I try not to discuss news unless it's like crazy. You know, like the Minneapolis mass shooting at Annunciation Church. That was something I had to discuss. But I did not see Charlie Kirk, and I really don't want to discuss it or hear about it until I get into work, because I'm sure I don't even know if we're even going to talk about it at work. We'll see. Well, the other thing too, Gamer, I don't know if you've heard, but a lot of colleges are getting shooter hoaxes or having calls of shooters on campuses, and they turn out to be fake, false.
1-2.
So I don't know if we're going to cover it. We'll see. I feel like this is a story we're going to cover, but I just don't know enough about it, what happened, if he's even going to survive, so I'd rather just wait until I get into work to see what the verdict is. Buck Martinez? Who's Buck Who is he?
Nope,
is that like a commentator or is that a manager? See, I would not be antagonizing the Yankees. Okay? I mean, the Yankees are a different team if they get to the playoffs.
Ball.
All right? And they have Giancarlo Stanton, who normally turns it up when the postseason is on. So I would not be roasting any team right now other than the Mets. The Mets are worthy of roasting. Even our commentators, Gary, Keith, and Ron, are like, oh my God, this team is horrible. Or this is horrible.
The right fielder, number 10, Sal Frelick. Now pitching for the Chicago Cubs, number 45, Drew
Down, ball.
Pomeranz.
I mean, I haven't even heard, like, are the Rockies even close to breaking the record for the losses that the White Sox set last year, or is that over and done with now?
Now pitching.
And how many games do they have left? Craig Biggio, Eddie Matthews, and Trevor Hoffman are the new cornerstone players. 16. So they would have to lose every single game in order for it to be in order to set the record. Or even actually tie it.
Batting six.
They would have to tie it, so they're not going to be worse than the White Sox from last year.
1-0.
Well, it's a reliever, so guess that counts for something. Strike 3, sit down. Alright, well, cool. I'm sure we're going to have our the September
0-2.
spotlight drop program finally come down. You went 21-1 with Lighter in the last event. About time we get a better Hoffman card. Yeah, and don't forget, guys, we got Moonshot 2.0 coming up on Friday, too. They announced that yesterday. So we got second Moonshot. Some of them they already announced. What was it? Araldis Chapman, I think.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Prince.
Yeah, shooter hoaxes. I'm not saying it was fake. I'm not saying that Charlie Kirk didn't get shot. I didn't know if he was going to get I don't know if he was shot. You were just telling me.
1-1.
You know? And I mean, that's scary. This was a case where a shooter on campus was very much real. 3 people shot at a Denver high school. Oh, jeez.
Now pitching for the
I'm already. You see, you guys are already hyping me up to go into work tonight.
Hee-haw!
All I just ask is that nothing happens on the weekend. Please,
1-1.
for the love of God. Please, nothing major, okay?
That's a ball. That's
Well,
a ball.
since we're on this, is Charlie Kirk expected to survive Grayson? Do we know that, or do we not know that right now? Because I might as well be mentally prepared when I go into work tonight.
Now pitching, Wally Finley.
Ah! That missed. That's a ball.
Oh boy. Okay. All right.
2-2. Hey, 3.
So it sounds like there might have to be an obituary.
Ball. That's down. Ball. 2-0.
Sure, someone at work will have one ready. Old man? What the hell is an old man doing on a college camp? Well, it was on a college campus. This shooting.
2. 0-2.
Strike 3. Sit down. At least I was able to beat the Brewers. Okay. I don't know what the hell an old man is doing on the campus of, or on a college campus. I don't know if that I mean, he might have been like a student, You know, because a lot of older people are going back to get college degrees and everything. All right, cool. Premier Choice Pack. All right, we got Jesus made. All right. That did not take long at all. And the only reason I keep choosing the new Threads 2.0, guys, is because I know that they are guaranteed diamonds, so... Yeah, but technically speaking, the college should have done a better job of making sure... I get that anybody can attend, but there should be, like, security on college campuses that make sure that students are really the ones who are on campus, and if you're a visitor, then you have to check in. At least when I went to Hofstra, this is what they did, okay? If you were a student, you had your ID, you had to, anytime you left campus and you came back, you had to stop at, like, this little booth. You had to show them your ID, and if you were parked on campus, you also had to have a little sticker on your car that said that you could park there. You know? So the way I see it, you know, I don't want to criticize the campus security, but that's the procedure that I expect for non-students. You know, they got to show their ID. They have to get a visitor badge. They have to show that they actually paid to attend the event, and then they have to get a visitor parking pass, and then they have to say or park in a specific parking lot, and then they can go to the event, but they have to be double checked. That's just how I see it should be going, but I guess college campuses do things differently. All right, who should we do next? Because it should have been in a gym. Was it not in a gym? I can tell you, I'll also say this, because my college hosted the 2016 presidential debate between Clinton and Trump, and security was tight. Okay? Very, very tight. Like, not even, and I'm not even just, I'm talking like down the road from where the actual debate took place in the Mac Center. All right, security was tight, and you had to have an ID on you at all times to show that you were a student. It was dead serious. I don't know who we should do though for the AL Central. Should we do the Guardians? I guess we'll do the Guardians. Blue Jays, White Sox. Here we go. All right, we want Stephen Kwan, Jason Churio, CJ Kafis, Kyle Manzardo, Jason Kipnis. Who's that? Dean Curley. Third base, Jose Ramirez, clearly. catcher, Bo Naylor. Was it a reliever then? Or was Jose Ramirez the captain? Oh no, it's Stephen Kwan, my bad. Yeah, definitely this right fielder, Jace Violetti. Either way, this guy, the Guardians' first round pick, he should be there. Ralph Kiner, Travis Bazzana, Daniel Schneemann. We're going to need a catcher. Actually, no, screw that. Just do Lane Thomas, it's fine. As far as pitching goes, Gaylord Perry, Corey Kluber, Bob Feller, Shane Bieber, and Tristan McKenzie. And then for here, we have Emmanuel Clase, we have Nick Enright, and Andrew Miller. Espinal. I guess we'll lead off with Churio because he does have the speed. And we're going to need Kipnis up there. Actually, he can back cleanup. That is crazy how it's at a point where Jose Ramirez is actually batting ninth for me. That's crazy. A lot of lefties in this one. Now let me set up the captains. He's got power, fielding ability. Stephen Kwan, and then obviously Andrew Miller is the only one that we could do for pitching. So there we go. All right. Continuing on. No, I think that's a good place to end. Not the stream. I'm not talking about the stream. I'm talking about the turn. Yeah, so again, I would need more information before I make an assessment, but it sounds like something we're definitely going to be covering. Ooh, Churiel may be able to turn that into a triple. When in triples alley. Awesome. Apparently that's not his first triple.
Hey!
Ooh, excuse me.
He's out.
So. Well, you might as well go. It doesn't matter. It's the third out.
Ball.
I just hate Bob Feller's windup.
Hey! Two.
So slow. Strike 3, sit down. That 12-6 curve is deceptive.
That ball foul.
I think if anything, I feel like it's going to be a Hall of Fame player
Ball.
that
Extra
gets,
tag.
that's like the collection reward. Because they did so many Hall of Fame players. Like, I'm sure that collection is coming out. So that's probably going to get a voucher. And I feel like that's also where we're going to get, that's going to be like the reward. Although they did do Ted Williams, so maybe not. I kind of forgot about Ted. Strike 3, sit down.
Pitching for the Giants, number 74, Ryan Walker.
Nope. Counts 1-0.
Batting 7th, the catcher, Bo Naylor.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I am lucky. If that had been any, like 1 second sooner, that's a freaking out right there. Fucking get back. Oh, thank God. Phew. Once again, a second sooner, I would have been out. Oh my gosh. Whoa! What's that all about? Hey, what are you doing? Wow, have I really been horrible with Jose Ramirez? Dang.
Ball, that's down.
Well, I guess I'm not horrible with Jose Ramirez now. Just hit a freaking moonshot of a home run for me.
Number 57.
Joey Lucchesi, another former Met.
Casey.
Him, I actually don't mind the Mets giving up on. I didn't think he would really be all that when he was in the Mets organization, so I think it was right of them to move on from Lucchesi. Before he was with the Mets, wasn't he with the Padres? I feel like he was with the Padres before he was with the Mets.
Got him. That's a ball.
Leading up for the Giants, the third baseman.
Well, now I got to keep Bob Feller
Chapman.
in there.
No, inside. Ball two.
Batting fifth, the shortstop.
Yep, there we go. Apple finally alerted me to it.
All one's the count.
Like an hour ago. So I think we were talking about it a half hour ago, and now and I just got the notification on my phone.
Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Willie Adames.
Oh and one. Eight, two.
It's the top story on AP, so strike three, sit down, let's see. Oh, they're saying person in custody not believed to be shooting suspect,
Now
so
pitching for the Giants, number 70, Jose Buto. Leading off for New Jersey.
so the gunman is still on the loose.
Kipnis.
Ball one. I got a ball, one strike. Oh. Ball, that's high. That's ball two. 2-0.
Jose Buto. I wonder how he's done for the Giants since being traded to them. Let's see, I'm kind of curious now.
Right fielder, CJ. Capus.
Ball one, no strikes.
Okay, here we go. Oh, let's see. With the Giants, he has a 3.07 ERA, so he's brought it down from when he was on the Mets. He had a 3.64 ERA. Not as many games, though. Not as many innings pitched, so they're really not using him. I mean, I get that he's a reliever and everything. A whip over one or just over one. It's per nine. He's striking out a lot of guys. 8.6. Although his home run per nine, that's definitely up from when he was on the Mets. He's not giving up as many hits, so the FIP is lower. Pitching WAR is 0.3. So it sounds like he's pretty much about the same as he was on the Mets. And I don't mind running up the score in these conquests, at least these conquest games. I don't mind it. Sure, I'm not going to get any XP with, or parallel XP with,
No ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball,
with
2 strikes.
Andrew Miller. But it's all right. As long as I get the stats and the parallel XP, then I should be fine. With all the hitters and the pitchers and everything, so.
All ones the count.
And obviously this Charlie Kirk shooting, this is much bigger than I initially thought it was. I mean, I figured that it would be a big story, but I think it's a pretty big story now, so. But I really don't want to do commentary on it because my biggest concern is that this was politically motivated. And if I get into politics here, because I know Charlie Kirk. I know he's very conservative. And I just don't want to talk politics in my streams, but I know for a fact we're going to cover this at work.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Nice. I just tried to avoid it since it was political, and I feel like this shooting is politically motivated. I don't think this is someone who decided I just decided I'm going for infamy, so I'm going to target Charlie Kirk. Oh, sweet. Got the finest voucher for the Guardians, so that's good. I'll have that ready. The only thing I'll say about it is political violence has to stop. Like, this is getting ridiculous. I get it. Politics is very tense right now. That's why I try not to talk about it. But that doesn't mean we go shooting each other up. Alright? You disagree with someone? Fine. Guess what? I know a lot of people who disagree with my political views. In fact, my town is very I'm not going to say which side of the aisle they are, but I know a lot of people from my town are wow. Okay, let me just give it away there. But I know what a lot of my a lot of the people in my town are politically think. There are some that are of the other side, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, we're all a community. You know, we all still go to the same church. We all go shopping at the same grocery market. You know, hard to believe it's a freaking ShopRite. You all get Rita's ice cream. So I just, we can disagree politically, but the way I see it, the only place that our political opinions matter are the ballot box. That's it. Cast your vote there. Vote Republican, vote Democrat, vote Independent. Don't care. That's the only place that that political opinions matter. That's why I try to avoid talking about it. No one cares about my political opinions, and I know that, so I'm not willing to share that. I'm willing to let other people share their political opinions. That's fine. I just don't want it to get to the point where it's like, okay, now it becomes threatening or derogatory. Yeah, I know, SB Champ. I saw that on the Associated Press. I saw that the shooter is not in custody. The person they have is not the shooter. I saw that. Right? I know people who have in here in this stream. I've seen politics play out. I just ask that it remains civil.
Counts 1-0.
All right? But don't ask for my opinion on it because I refuse to state it over concerns that I might say something that could cost me my job. You know? Oh, wow, what a play by Freddie Freeman. It's not like, oh, if I say something that supports Democrats, then I get fired from my job, or if I say something I support Republicans, you know, I get fired from my job. Nothing like that. It's just politically, if I go to someone and say they're wrong because they're Democrats or Republicans, you know, then it doesn't reflect well on me. So that's why I try to keep my political opinion to myself. That's why I tend not to talk about things. That's why I didn't really want to talk about the Charlie Kirk shooting, but you know what? Since it's a big story, I have to talk about it. The political violence in the U.S. is getting out of control. All right? I get it. Things are tense. He is confirmed dead.
Batting third, the catcher, Will Smith.
Yes, that is confirmed. Charlie Kirk is dead. President Trump confirmed it. Gosh. Yep.
Hey. 0-1. Runner.
The political violence has to end. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. It needs to end.
He's out. He's out.
This is unacceptable. A man lost his life. Whether you agree with him or not, doesn't matter. A man lost his life because of politics. It has to end. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, my night just got a lot more interesting.
Bo
Thank you.
Naylor.
Hey! All one's the count. Ball, that's upstairs. Two balls, no strikes.
And no one should be celebrating this. If you're a Democrat and you're celebrating this, shame on you. Because this is a political assassination. It's not something that should be celebrated. I don't care. I know Democrats didn't like Kirk. But this guy was motivated by politics. This shooter was motivated by politics. And the Democrats are celebrating it. Shame on them. Never should be something that's celebrated. Okay. Gotta time this right. I probably wasn't going to get it anyway, and I can't believe frickin' Freddie Freeman.
Now pitching. Andrew Miller.
So please, tonight, let's pray for Charlie Kirk's family. Please. Whether you're Democrat or Republican, pray for his family. Strike 3, sit down.
Now pitching for the Dodgers. Number 38. Kirby. Yay!
Runner. Hey!
Ooh, that was a lot closer. I should have slid to the side. Yeah.
Runner! Yeah!
Wait, on
He's safe.
Twitter? I'm surprised he didn't put it on Truth Social. Though that's probably where you'll get more of the sympathetic posts.
0-2.
This is why people should really not spend a lot of time on the internet. That's why after the Mets lose, that's why I don't go on Twitter. Because I know I'm going to get a lot of negative posts. And it's just going to bum me out or make me angry, you know? So
Ball in.
some people just need to stay off the internet. All right, we tied it here. Good, I thought we were done. But
Number 66.
we are still alive.
Tanner. Scott.
Thank you. I needed that laugh. I needed it, Dodger. Thank you. Well, no, actually, Tanner Scott didn't blow it. No, he didn't. It was Kirby Yates who did that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, from a Mets fan to a Dodgers fan, welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. The club of bullpen sets suck.
I got 3 and 2.
All right, I'm going to throw in end right. Make sure I have a fresh arm out there.
And right.
Thank you to Andrew Miller for holding the fort down until we got through the top of the third. But I'm not taking a chance with him now. Let's see, do I have Emirates jersey? I don't think I do. I think I have Gaddis. Let's see. Hold on. Ah, here it is. No, actually, I'm wrong. It's Heron, Tim Heron. That's who I have. You know what? Just for this, grinding the Team Affinity, I'll throw on the Guardians jersey, but don't ask me to button it up because I can't do that. It's very small, especially when I have another shirt on. So, yeah, I do that. Actually, I also exchange silvers for golds, and then I quick sell the golds. That's how I build up my sub count. Strike 3, sit down.
Now batting, center fielder, Andy. Pajes.
Strike 3, sit down. All right, we go into extras. Ghost Runner.
Number 41. Raw. Newer.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I mean, the only reason that I'm not doing it at the moment is because when I hit the touchpad on my controller to try and finish up the warm-up pitches for my pitchers, it won't allow me to.
Timeout. That ball got him. First base.
It won't allow me to exchange it because my thing is going to be stuck on, 0 if I try to enter it through a keypad. The little pop-up keypad that comes up on the... I'll show you guys when I get back to the screen. It's a big risk here. I had a feeling that might be off. That might be... The throw would be offline. And it was, thank God. That's probably the only reason. Absolutely. Absolutely. If anything, those are the cards that I exchange first.
That's a ball. Ball.
But at this point, I mean, unless the gap for bronzes between their quick sell value and their buy now value is great, I would just exchange them. I think at this point, not everyone is getting... Everyone's getting bronzes, so it's bringing the value down closer to 25 stubs. So you're better off just exchanging them. I wouldn't even quick sell them. I would just exchange them. At the beginning of the year, they were worth something. But now not so much.
Now pitching, Emmanuel Clase.
Oh. All one's the count. All one. Hey, two. One ball, 2 strikes. That ball's foul.
Yeah, I would definitely exchange them. Come on, Freddie, don't screw me twice. I know you're a Met killer, but I don't want you to kill me. Strike 3, sit down. Thank God Emmanuel Clase held up. Even though that right now he's not even in the league. Okay, so I have the jersey. Oops. Well, actually, yeah, I guess I might as well. Alright, we'll wait on Travis Bazzana. But I'll just show you what I mean. So, let's say I want to exchange this. I want to exchange Hunter Harvey. Actually, that's a bad example. That is a very bad example. But I'll go ahead and do these exchanges anyway. Come on, I definitely have to have duplicate bronzes somewhere. Oh, come on. There. So you see right there in the bottom left corner, or the bottom right corner, excuse me. You see how the thing is stuck on 0? I'm moving my controller stick right now to try to get it off, and it's not. It's just locked onto 0. And if I try to move it, I mean, I could get on 7, but you guys get my point. Like, that just makes it harder for me to exchange, make exchanges, especially on duplicate cards. There we go. Apple News confirming it. 31 years old. Jeez. Not much older than me. That's also why I don't list these, why I don't list some of these cards for sale. Because I can never get to the number that I want to get to. Like, I could sell that for $25.46, but I can't even get up to the 2. Oh, wait. Yes, I can. But it just puts me right back at 3, so... Oh, now I'm on 2. Either way, I'm just going to sell it now. Oh, wow. So, yeah, that's just how I build up my sub count. Right, so there are only 2 teams left, the Yankees and the Cardinals. I'll just leave that undone. Perfect. I could still play on veteran. There you go, a Garrett Crochet for Gamer. You could quick sell that. Ah, come on. Another freaking lefty. Maybe I should have just pitched with Bob Feller. Well, hey, that's progress. You said you had over 400, so you just opened up 100 of them. Those are hard to come by. I know I've run into them a few times this year, but not as much as I did in 2023.
Off the
Another
mark, ball
50
one.
packs? What do you mean? Oh, you mean like Ballin' is a Habit and deluxe packs and anything and everything? If anything, you should be opening those up. Because if those are guaringteed golds
Batting
and
first,
diamonds
the
for
designated
you,
hitter,
those
number
you can quick
17.
sell and you could get like between 400 and 5,000 stubs. So if I were you, I would open those up before I go through the standard packs. The standard packs, I mean, there's no guarantee that they're going to be diamonds. They may all be bronzes and commons, few silvers, a couple golds. You might get lucky with a diamond, but those other ones, those are the ones that,
Hey! Ball one's the count.
those are the ones you should be opening.
Hey!
Okay, alright. Well, I mean, there's no wrong way to do it, but if you want to build up your sub count, I would definitely do that. Who knows, maybe you'll get a gold or a diamond that's so sought after, you can sell it, and you can get a,
Now pitching for the Cardinals, number 47.
and you could get even more of a profit than just 5,000 subs.
King.
Like, you could pull an Otani or a Judge. That would certainly give you a lot of subs. And I don't know if they'll do this one day, but I think it would be cool that if you have a second account, you should be able to transfer some of the stuffs on your main account to your second account. And I think that could really help you get some collections done. But they'll never do it because then that means they lose money. I'm just saying, I think that would be a cool concept to do. And then whatever stubs you get on your second account, you could put on your main account. And if you want to go after cards like Chipper Jones or Ken Griffey Jr.
The shortstop, Mason.
or whatever the card is going to be in the big collection, the fourth big collection this year, then you can get them.
1-1. Hey!
Strike three, sit down.
Hey! Yeah! 0-2. Got him.
Let's see.
Now pitching for the Cardinals, number 49, Matt Johnson.
Alright, there's not really anything new on that shooting. Or on Kirk's assassination, so I'm just trying to stay up to date.
Ball one, no strikes.
Sounds like something I'm gonna Yeah, you think I'm gonna have to stay updated on this? Because I'm sure we're gonna be talking about this in work
That
at
ball's
work.
foul.
Yeah, some of them, like Bo Bichette. Bo Bichette, I
Check
just pulled,
outside.
he was going for like 25.64. I could have listed him for that much, but I sold him because I couldn't put in the sell now order for it.
Batting ninth,
So
the third baseman,
I just sold it for 1920 stubs. But that just goes to show you, like, the golds are what you should be going after, not these silvers and bronzes. Those you could sell them, but you won't get as much. And I think you're better off just exchanging them.
Hey, two. No balls, two strikes.
Strike three, sit down.
Hey. Hey. 0-2 is the count. Three.
Strike three, sit down.
Hey. Out.
Now pitching for the Cardinals, number 56, Jorge Alcala.
1-0. Two balls, no strikes.
Okay, sure. So Stephen Kwan's out was a fly out, but that was a hit. I guess because he has more power. Not that it matters anyway. It's a double play.
Out.
So
Got it. Ball. Hey, two. Ball. That's inside. Ball. That's just out.
Let's see. Come on, Kluber.
Aye.
There you go. All by doing the exchanges and everything.
Ball. 2-2 to count. Aye.
Strike 3, sit down.
Aye. 0-1.
And I'll just say right now, it was very wrong of me to suggest that
No balls, 2 strikes.
the Charlie Kirk story was not a big story. It is clearly a big story, so I do apologize for saying that, or for implying it if I didn't say it. There you go. Yeah, exactly. Oh, looks like Gamer finished up the Justin Verlander program. Good. And I think I can get the Cleveland Guardians program done for their Neon by doing the moment. Yep. Gotta get 2 hits with Made. Or no, with Bazana, excuse me. Made was, I believe, the Brewers. Yeah, that's not going to be a hit.
Ball, that's off the plate.
That is definitely a hit. About as sure of a hit as I've ever seen. All right, well, the Guardians are done. So, who should be next? Cubs, Tigers, Reds, Pirates. Hold on, let me just take off the Guardians jersey, because I don't need that anymore. Let's see. Let's see. Kevin McGongle for the Tigers. You think I should do the White Sox? Oof, that's going to be a tough one. But Teal might be worth it. Ooh, he's also from New Jersey, so I can add him to my... Okay, so White Sox it is. I hope I have enough White Sox to be able to fill a decent team. I got Benintendi, Robert, Montgomery. Okay, Frank Thomas, Tim Elko. Though maybe I should use this Frank Thomas instead. Well, see, this is what I'm thinking. Yes, I know. We were just talking about that, cheater. Frank Thomas, I think he should be a DH. I know. Terrible. Terrible that people have to resort to that kind of violence politically. I guess Elko. Unless Elko can play elsewhere, he can play third. Andrew Vaughn can play. I think we're okay in left and right. Ooh. Shortstop, Billy Carlson. Vaughn? He's a captain? Well, Carlson can only play there, so... Oh, Frank. Yeah, I know. I was debating it. And Kyle Teal, that Teal. Colson Montgomery, Andrew Vaughn, Tim Anderson, and Eloy Jimenez. Okay, I definitely have enough starting pitchers to be able to do a gosh, there's like 4 lefties in the rotation. Holy crap. And no freaking bullpen. Okay, so that's going to be a bit of a problem. So Shane Smith is definitely the pitching captain. Well, these actually kind of offset each other. I feel like Billy Carlson should probably lead off for us. But we could also do Yohan Moncada. Spring Montgomery will be at the bottom. As will Teal. So yeah, let's move Frank Thomas up. Vargas can go down. He may actually be above Teal. All right, I think I'm good. I think I have my lineup set here. Just sucks that Shane Smith is my only righty. And I have to use my rotation of White Sox players in order to, or the starting rotation in order to get these done. That was risky. And that was also risky. So this will probably be the last Conquest game that I play. Maybe I can get the map done before I sign off here. Not really a lot of good options for me. Like, see, if I go here, then I'm going to be attacked by this. But if I go here, I'm going to be attacked by that territory. Let's just get the stronghold. Just get it. Let's get it and be done with it. Oh, max free.
Off the plate, ball one.
That, my friend, is the beauty of pulling diamonds from show packs. At least they should be different diamonds that you pull. Like, for me, I keep getting starting pitching purple diamonds. That's what I keep getting. Although my last few diamond pulls have been position players, but they've usually been, but for the most part this year I pulled like starting pitching diamonds that are rated 85 to 89 overall. That's how I knew something was special when I got Shohei Ohtani. Because it was like, okay, this is a blue diamond, they're saying it's a starting pitcher. So that's how I knew that was going to be special. Freeman, Cole, Rodriguez, and Alvarez. Well, at least Jordan is supercharged. At least he's supercharged. So he may actually be worth selling.
0-1. Inside ball. One ball, two strikes. You're out.
Batting second, the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
0-1's the count. Two to count. Aye. Aye. Ball inside.
Nice. That's a lot of balling as a habit packs.
That's ball two. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, sit down.
Aye. 0-1.
I've gotten like a gold or two out of those jumbo packs.
He's out.
Not too many, though. They've been a lot of commons, bronzes, and silvers.
No, he's safe.
Now
Does he have
pitching
enough
for the New York
steal
Yankees,
rating?
Number 53.
No, 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 no. No, you should not be doing that. What you should be doing is exchanging them for
That's out.
bronzes.
He's safe.
And then exchange those bronzes for silvers, exchange the silvers for golds. That's what you should be doing.
Nope. That's inside.
I get it. There's a lot of comments out there, but they should not be quick sold because you're only getting like five stubs for each of them. It was so much better in the beginning part of the game where everyone overpaid for bronzes
Ball, that's outside.
and silvers. It was so much better.
Nope. Outside. Aye. 0-1's the count. Aye. No balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, sit down. Oh, thank goodness. Woo! Look at Kyle Teal.
Now pitching for the New York Yankees, number 30, Luke Weaver.
Hey, I may be looking forward to my New Jersey team build. Once all the cards have been released and everything. But that 99 Teal, along with 99 Jeter, and then at some point 99 Trout. I still gotta buy Jason Hayward though. I don't think I have him, his signature series card. But whatever.
Ball, that's inside.
see. Ooh, these are lefties, so I could actually use someone like Higgins Smith, Noah Schultz, Jim Catt for this. Let's see, who should I use? Yeah, let's go Jim Catt.
Now pitching. Jim Catt.
If worse comes to worse, we could always throw Shane Smith in there to finish it out.
Take 2. 0-2. Ball that's outside.
Strike 3, sit down.
Hey.
See, now Jim Catt's windup, I don't mind. It's not as slow as Bob Feller's. Strike 3, sit down.
Hey.
Strike 3, sit down. Jim Catt. The big cat. Alright, so play here is okay, that's fine. For a second there, I thought that territory was attacking the stronghold, and I was going to have to play that again. Pulled Mookie? Nice. Just going to take care of that territory right there. Make sure can attack the stronghold. I just Alrighty. So that's it for that map. We say we go ahead and open up the packs. See what we get. Maybe some diamonds. That would be nice. We have a bunch of headliners here. You pulled Acuna. Nice. I don't know what he's going for. I know at the beginning of the year he was going for quite a bit. He always goes for so much at the beginning. 9K? Okay, that's not bad. That's pretty good. All-Star Game, nice. That's a guaranteed diamond. Prime, that's another guaranteed diamond right there. So I will quick sell Aberigio. I will quick sell whatever. Yeah, Julio Rodriguez. I have the choice here. You guys know I'm going New Threads 2.0. Harrison Bader. Let's see. Do I have Jason Hayward? That's going to cost me a pretty penny. It's too bad they don't say where you can get them. But he would be good to add. Actually, let me go over here. Oh, wow. Wow. Pass headliner. Ah, shoot. Shoot. An Outlighter. I mentioned Outlighter. I can add Outlighter. And I'm pretty sure I can also add Jack Leiter, too. Hold on. Let me go to Rangers here for a second. Where is he? Carlos Garcia, Rowdy Tellez, Patrick Corbin, John Gray. Should have been here. Up there's Palmero. Evaldi. Here we go. What? No? Oh, I thought he was New Jersey. I thought he was from New Jersey. Oh, well, that sucks. And I can't add Jack Leiter. Never mind. Never mind. Oh, well. Oh, shoot. Should have done a check there to see if I could earn gold like I did there. Quick sell Tommy Edman. Nice. Although I can't sell them for that. But maybe I can crack 860K. Yep, in fact, that's what I just did. Woo, look at this. Gabe Spire. Oh my gosh, yes. Quick sell. Or not quick sell. Sell them. Sell it. Sell. Quick sell. Another Otto Lopez. Maybe I can sell some more silvers in order, or not, but I can exchange them to get another diamond. Or not another diamond. Oh my god, can I speak English or speak correctly today? There you go, you're making progress. And now I have 2 gold packs, so could be between 400 to 1500, may even be 2200. Let's see. I got a few minutes. A lot of bronzes. Maybe I can get enough to be able to buy Jason Hayward another day. Of course, I'm going to have to get the Signature Series collection done first before I buy them. Actually, no, I don't have to. See, like, I could sell Bo Bichette right now for $2,000. That definitely helps. Okay, alright, well, I mean, there's no wrong way to earn stubs. I just, in my experience, this has been in my experience, this has been the quicker way, I believe. Yeah, definitely selling Trevor Story for that. The silvers that I will sell are the duplicate, like, jerseys or bats or equipment or anything, or sounds or commentary. Those are the silvers that I would exchange, or quick sell, because I can't exchange. I feel like you should be able to, but they used to. They used to in MLB The Show 18. But that was just to get the hats and the jerseys that you needed for the player or player programs. Alright, I think I'll wrap it up here soon. Reynaldo Lopez. I'll get it down to 215. That'll probably be it. No, hold on to that for a minute. I think I should have all the jerseys done, right? Yeah. And they're not going to add any more, because they already got to 30 for each of these, so... Although they could add more. They always could. I don't know. We'll see. I doubt it, though. I think they're done with jersey collections at this point. Yeah, I'll get it down to 215 and I'll call it a stream. Okay, sounds good. You know when I'm going to be live, so... Okay, guys, that's going to do it for me. So thank you to everyone who tuned in. Even if it was only for a moment, I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to follow me here on Twitch and or subscribe. Either one would make me a happy person. If you're watching this on YouTube, I thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you liked the video and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to know when I go live, you can follow me on X at TTV NextJGGen24. It's my gamer tag that's on the left side of your screen there. So go give me a follow. I'll usually post whenever I go live. You can also turn on notifications here on Twitch. That way Twitch sends you an email every time I start the stream. So we're very close to getting Al Leiter and the Neon Team Affinity collection, which is good. I want to try and get this done or try to get as much of it done ahead of the big collection coming on Friday. So we're going to continue grinding out the White Sox since they have 99 Kyle Teal, and I also need that for my New Jersey collection or New Jersey lineup. So we'll just pick this up with yet another Conquest map tomorrow. So I hope to see you all tomorrow, Thursday, at 3 p.m. Eastern. And until then, guys, have a good night. Oh, and prayers for Charlie Kirk and his family. And like I said, sorry about me dismissing it earlier. I shouldn't have. But you know what? It's a big deal now, so I'm going to deal with it at work. All right. See you guys.